Is your side hustle actually just a glorified drain on your time and resources? Let's break it down. Side hustles are all the rage, hailed as the golden ticket to financial freedom. But with all the hype, it's easy to overlook the potential downsides. Not every side gig is a roadmap to riches. Some may be detours to disappointment, consuming your time, energy, and resources with little to no return on investment. Let's dive into some real-life cases of side hustles that turned out to be more trouble than they were worth. Take Jane, for instance, who decided to turn her love for handmade jewelry into a profitable venture. She was brimming with enthusiasm and creativity, convinced her passion would soon transform into a steady stream of income. Jane's journey began with setting up her Etsy store, an online marketplace known for unique handcrafted goods. She invested significant time and resources into her dream. From spending countless hours crafting her unique jewelry pieces to pouring her heart into creating attractive product listings, Jane was all in. She also invested financially, purchasing high-quality materials for her creations, even going as far as setting up a dedicated workspace in her home. However, despite her efforts, Jane's Etsy store didn't take off as she had hoped. Her sales trickled in, far from covering her expenses, let alone providing a profit. The problem wasn't her product. Her jewelry was beautiful, unique, and well-crafted. The issue lay elsewhere. Jane hadn't fully considered her business plan, or rather, the lack of one. She had jumped headfirst into her venture, banking on her passion and the uniqueness of her products. However, she had overlooked the importance of a well-researched and thorough business plan. This plan would have helped her understand her target audience, pricing strategy, and how to market her products effectively. Furthermore, she hadn't accounted for the saturation of the handmade jewelry market. Etsy, being a platform that thrives on handcrafted goods, was teeming with thousands of jewelry sellers. Jane found herself lost in a sea of competitors, many of whom had already established a strong customer base and reputation. Moreover, Jane had underestimated the nuances of selling on Etsy. While it's an excellent platform for handmade goods, it requires a deep understanding and strategic use to truly thrive. From optimizing product listings for Etsy's search algorithm to effectively using its promotional tools, Jane was unprepared for the learning curve. Jane's story isn't unique. Many entrepreneurs find themselves in a similar situation. A love for your product and a desire to share it with the world are commendable, but without a solid business plan, understanding your market, and mastering your platform, your venture could easily end up like Jane's. Then there's Mark, who was seduced by the seemingly easy profits of dropshipping. Mark, like many others, was drawn in by the allure of dropshipping. The concept was simple and appealing. Find a supplier, create a website, and start selling without ever touching the product. It seemed like the perfect business model, promising high profits with minimal effort. Mark invested time and money into setting up his dropshipping business. He meticulously selected his products, built a sleek website, and set up his marketing campaigns. But as he delved deeper into the world of dropshipping, he began to encounter some of the less glamorous aspects of the business. First, there were problems with suppliers. Mark struggled with language barriers, time zone differences, and inconsistent product quality. He was constantly on his toes, trying to ensure that his customers received their orders on time and in good condition. Despite his best efforts, he faced numerous complaints about delayed shipments and poor product quality. Next came the issue of customer service. Mark quickly realized that despite not handling the product, he was still responsible for addressing customer concerns and complaints. He found himself spending hours each day dealing with customer issues, leaving him little time to focus on growing his business. Lastly, there was the issue of profit margins. While Mark's sales were steadily growing, his profits were not. The costs of advertising, website maintenance, and supplier fees were eating into his profits. He was selling plenty, but earning little. Mark's experience serves as a cautionary tale for those enticed by the promise of easy profits. Dropshipping, like any business, requires hard work, commitment, and a solid business strategy. It's not a get-rich-quick scheme, but a real business with real challenges. Like Jane, Mark learned the hard way that not all that glitters is gold. His dream of easy profits turned into a reality of long hours, stress, and low returns. This should serve as a reminder that in the world of business, there are no shortcuts to success. It takes more than a flashy website and a clever marketing strategy to build a profitable business. So, What can we learn from Jane and Mark's experiences? As we've seen, it's easy to get caught up in the hype of side hustles. The promise of quick profits and the allure of financial independence can be enticing. But as Jane's Etsy store and Mark's dropshipping business have shown us, not all that glitters is gold. Let's revisit the main points. Jane, excited by the prospect of turning her crafting hobby into a lucrative business, opened an Etsy store. However, she soon found that the market was oversaturated and her products were lost in a sea of similar items. The time and money she invested didn't result in the profits she had hoped for. Mark's story is similar. Lured by the promise of easy money, he started a dropshipping business. But he soon discovered that understanding the market and the platform was more complex than he'd anticipated. His lack of market knowledge and the hidden costs of dropshipping eroded his profits. These experiences highlight the importance of doing thorough research before embarking on a side hustle. It's crucial to understand the market you're entering, the platform you're using, and the true costs involved. Don't be swayed by promises of quick and easy profits. As the old saying goes, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. Furthermore, it's essential to remember that a side hustle is just that, a hustle. It requires hard work, dedication, and a willingness to learn. It's not a ticket to instant wealth or a shortcut to financial independence. The takeaway from Jane and Mark's stories is clear. Side hustles can be rewarding, but they're not a guarantee of success. They're not all created equal, and choosing the right one requires careful consideration and research. Remember, not all side hustles are created equal. Choose yours wisely.